2011 now, Simba got it for us. Saira. They're clearly told by the beacon official to put his hand. So, first set piece in the vicinity of the Constantine goal for Simba. Still trying to keep order. So the ball will Hussein put it. In it goes, they're headed away by Constantine. And forward as well by Tosin Oriele. Nigerian leading the line for Constantine. Looking up the line. So they can hold on to it. So he moves forward out of the back of Constantine. He can be picked up by Simba. Good on there. Touch for him. Kibu. Throw from there. Yeah, Congo International, of course. Switch of play from Abua. Still the challenge coming in. Keep ball from the Tanzania side. Chasing challenge at the present. Keponde. Abua with a lovely touch. Striking goal from Abua as well. Excited. Now with 2 goals so far. 22 years of age, Joshua Abua. Only goal in this group campaign when they won 1-0 and went to Gravel on their key on match day 1. Goal proving to be a match winners. Over the halfway line, Hussein forward. Kibu. Most of the calls from the players playing to that on that occasion. Capital Centre, Capital Stadium, 60,000 to host. Stayed in the African Nations Championship last month. Next month only for to be delayed. This last week. Good co-host. Hosting the tournament delayed now to August. No firm dates as yet. There'll be due course by CAF. Delays Getting closer. Back. Shane Malone. Great Constantine down. Exactly that. Good defending in the back as well. Should have. Couldn't break free. Controller. Defensive duty. Here's the Panzer. To get the cross in. Head of the way again. By the Algerians. Up to Benja. Good quality on his deliveries and crosses, passes when he does so. Cuts out by Simba. Chance to counter. Ahua getting forward, but he's under here.
Hamza. And Ngoma getting a little frustrated with the lack of movement ahead of him, he was suggesting. No, he tries to go long again, but it's hit too hard and hard to control from Panzu. Ahua, that's a lovely turn from Dennis Kibu. Fouled as well, and this is a far more central area for this set piece. Promising position. Suspect somebody will fancy a strike at goal, and it looks like it's going to be Dennis Kibu. Simba's top scorer in this tournament so far. And instead it's actually Ahua who comes over to stand over this. Will he be going for goal? Or would he be trying to tee up her teammate? It's central, good enough distance to get it up and down. It's all about the placement and the power as well. Hussein, the skipper, also standing over this. You'd think possibly it suits the left footer more than the right, but let's see. Ahua, dreaming of glory and trying to give Simba the lead, does strike a goal. Well, it's his third effort of the game, and it's his least effective one. No real pace on that connection from Ahua. And he certainly looked pretty disappointed himself with his effort. Deuxième ballon, second ball, win the second ball. The shouts from the Constantine bench. Up goes Kibu, and he's won the first ball. And it will be Constantine who pick it up on the second occasion. Barouche just ambles forward. You can understand the lack of urgency from the Algerian side. Kibu. Red wide by Yusuf Kagoma. Kagoma again. All the outfield players for Simba in the Constantine half. Well, they are just awaiting the opening. And the problem being that Constantine are keeping really good shape so far. Not leaving too many gaps at the back for the likes of Kibu and Ateba and Ahua to exploit. Bench up. Anywhere will do, clearly, on this occasion. It's not exactly a storm, it's a gentle wind, but it's constantly going in one direction, and that's towards the Constantine goal. Yet to really test Buhal fire. Just the Ahua effort on target and straight at the Nigerian goalkeeper, even though he was struck well enough, but a lot of distance on it. Medahi. Looking long for deep. Yellow behind him, he just chooses to play it back into the middle of the park where Masala Merba will play it forward. Bausch. Deep inside him. Omoyele. Switch of play and opened up by Merba. And that's nicely inside. And this is where Constantine could be so dangerous. Pull back. Really important cutout from Ngoma because Bencha was lurking and just primed to hit that. Well, that's in late and in behind and painful for Ateba. And Bidrama pleading his innocence, trying to say that's the first one I got wrong. Ref, he's been booked just the once so far in the campaign, but never in the group stages. Bidrama, pretty untidy challenge, let's be honest. From the centre-back. He's managed to win his argument with the referee as well. Oh, well, looking inside, and not the best touch whatsoever from Laid Shaheen Belowel. Budrama's colleague at centre-back, but got away with it. Deep, beaten in the air by Malone. And Panzu.
Come here. He's not passing in front.
Microphone dipped on the fourth official. That's nice, and that's forward. And in comes Ateba. Oh, he just couldn't get his feet right, Ateba. I think just as he was about to hit that with his right, he touched it ever so slightly with his left, which meant that he didn't get anywhere near like the connection he wanted. But he was in behind Lionel Ateba, the 25-year-old Cameroonian. Scored last time out. Away to Bravo Stomaki from a not dissimilar position. It's his first goal of the group stages, having also scored earlier in the competition against Ali Benghazi, the Libyan side. Bausch. Kagoma into Ngoma. Ahua. They really are in no hurry. It's all broken up by Benja, and then gets on his bike and goes. He's got Omoyele and Deeb going forward as well. It's Deeb who's in more space, and he's picked out very nicely by Benja. Excellent pass, and here's Deeb in to the middle. Super challenge coming in, and a really important one as well from Kapombe. Well, no wonder he's got his head in his hands, Deeb, because he's expertly found by Benchar. Look at that. Nice first touch as well from Deeb. But the desire and the hunger from Kapombe to get back. Very, very impressive. Just a toe. It was all that was needed. And you can see how close they thought Raheem Deeb, their talisman, was to opening the scoring. Good football from Constantine. Their best move forward by quite some distance. Deeb takes the corner, swings it in, it's headed behind for another corner. On this occasion, he goes short to Ben Shaira. Bausch with the delivery. Up to the back stick it goes, and well, contact from Ribery. Just not the cleanest. Ahua dropping very deep to get on the ball. Ngoma trying to switch it out over to that far side. And Panzu, Kagoma, Ahua. Not too many pockets of space for Simba to play it into. They string 5 across the midfield effectively. Constantine with just Omoyele leading the line. And that's who Simba have got to find a way past. Well, they've hit the crossbar. What about that? Well, was that on purpose? Was it not? Either way, it's the final action as we go for a water break. And he's got a smile on his face, Mohamed Hussein. Look at this. Because lightning almost struck twice in their first encounter. Hussein scored from not a dissimilar situation. He was crossing it from the left flank and certainly aiming at some men in the middle. He got it wrong and it just curled over the Constantine goalkeeper and into the lead to give the Tanzanians the lead in Constantine on match day 2. And then was a own goal from Abdul Razak Hamza. Very unlucky he was as well. The ball cannoning off the post before hitting him on the chest and just turning behind. And they are just a point behind. They were top of the Algerian table when this Confederation Cup group phase began. And I'm sure it's taken a little bit of a toll as well, but they're helped by the fact the Algerian league is on a break at present, so gives them a good chance to recover and of course not play too many games in between these Confederation Cup matches. Ben Sharia, Budrama. That's nicely played through to Deeb. Bausch getting forward. Deeb again, back into the left back, up to Deeb, looking for Bausch. Do like the pink fullbacks, does Madoui, the coach. Kibu. Looking forward again for Ateba. And holding it up again, the Cameroonian. Waiting for numbers. In it goes to Kibu. And that's well played by Deeb to dispossess Dennis Kibu, the Tanzanian. On the floor, that's nice round the corner from the Tanzania international Kibu. Ultimately calming to naught. Merba into Mdahi. Terrific engine on him, Mdahi, despite being 33 years of age. Just can bomb up and down that right flank all day. And Shaira. Budrama into Bausch. Kibu pleading with the officials that should be his and ultimately winning the argument. And Panzu, he goes down, and another free kick and another set piece on the edge of the Constantine area. We've had a few now. They've done very little useful with them. Can that change in what may well be their last chance in this opening period? So once again, Ahua standing over it. In it goes, and that's a really dangerous ball in, but he can't convert it at the back stick. Ngoma, well, it had really good bend on it. Ahua. And Shaira just dispossessed. 2 minutes of additional time. Ahua looking forward again and overhit again. Quite a few of these passes are being overhit today. One wonders if it's a possible consequence of a dry pitch. Not too well watered. Or is it just player error, of course? Yes, Kapomba went in, Bidrama went down. He's had that grimace a few times now, Guinea's number one. Bidrama just receiving a little bit of assistance. Hasn't missed a minute of action since the second round got underway. Only misses a minute in the league either. Ashraf Bidrama. And he's one of the lucky ones who's got inside to see this game, although he might not be feeling that way after a mildly lackluster first half. He needs a goal to spark this game into life. Kibu. Kagoma. Ahua. Oh, he was thinking about the strike and then he played it in while Kibu was offside in any case. Caught in a few minds there. Ahua, because he had Hussein charging forward from left back as well. Well, this will surely be the last action of the first 45 minutes. Just telling Buhafire to get on with it. The Mozambican referee. Lovely touch that from Hamza, just to bring down that long kick from Buhafire. Kagoma. Malone. And into Hamza. Kagoma will pick it up, looking for Kibu. And Bidrama again with the clearance. Mpanzu. Striker goal from Mpanzu. Laid over the bar. After seeing little goal-mouth action, Simba with by far and away the greater chances, many of them falling to Jean-Charles Ahua. He's been unable to take them. An early penalty claim from Constantine, and Zakaria Benchahar came to naught. Other than that, they've really failed to call Musa Camara in the Simba goal into action. And I said at the other end, Simba just unable to find their shooting boots today, meaning at the break in Dar es Salaam in the 6th and final game of the Group A campaign of the Confederation. Constantine failed to make Musa Camara work in that Simba goal. Well, the Tanzanian side have got themselves a corner. A reminder that they need to win this game if they're going to finish top of Group A. And thus go through, not just as the pool winners, but as one of the top seeds when the draw is made for the knockout phase. Ahua has been a central figure in this game. He's already put one on the plate for Ngoma. And this corner headed away by Deeb. catching his opposite man, but play on, says the referee. Mpanzu trying to work an opening. Ben Chaira. We'll probably see far more urgency should they drop behind. Nice turn from him. A couple of bites at him as well. But he's riding them. Dennis Kivu. Ahua, nice little turn from him. Strike a goal again. Well, he left his shooting boots at home. Jean-Charles Ahua. Plenty of efforts now. Most of 7 attempts on goal have gone to Simba's number 10. But only once as he forced Buha Faya to make us Cameroonian. To Hamza. Ngoma drifting forward, no challenge on him, clipping it round the corner, and he does well to find Mpanzu. And Mpanzu, well, they want a corner, and there's going to be a goal kick and nothing more. But nice run that from Eli Mpanzu. Hussein wins the header. And then gets it back as well. Forward down the line to Kibu. Early March, primarily with the Chan, or the African Nations Championship, which, as said, was supposed to be taking place in Sure. And he gets the applause of his goalkeeper as well. Something that Constantine are struggling to do. And Sueda. Long finding Ateba, a willing runner up front. And struggling to get past either Bedrama or Bellowell today. Hussein. Ngoma. Ahua. They just keep on running into a green wall, the red shirts. It's about what Simba have got to break them down. And whether they'll keep on coming up with ideas or run out of them. Benchar. They're making hard work of it. Simba trying to break down the Algerians, but the Constantine coach will be pretty happy. That's a nice ball from Kibu. Ateba in the middle, so too Ahua, headed away. Bel Hosseini completes the clearance for Constantine. And Shame-Alo trudging back to build yet another Simba attack. Kibu. Strong tackle on Mpanzu, but he does really well. Chance here for Simba, and they can't take it. Well, it was one of the best they've had all game, and it possibly came to the man they didn't want, Shamari Kapobi, the right back. Not known for his goal scoring, but really nicely played in, and then just sliced and slashed at it. And that was a really good opening for Simba, and the sort of opportunity they've been waiting for. Nice play from Mpanzu. It's a warning sign for Constantine, but they'll just keep doing what they've been doing. Trying to frustrate the Tanzanians. That's a lovely pass forward. Oh, the first touch exquisite. The second, so disappointing from Mpanzu. Lovely clipped ball into him. And he took it down so sweetly. Look at that. And then it was just what sort of volley. Undoubtedly put off by the on-rushing Baouche. Lovely football from Simba. Just a sign that possibly they're beginning to turn the screw a little bit. out swinging corner. Up goes Kibu, who's so good in the air, and he just can't get over it. Kibu, he had Hamza behind him as well. And he's a real threat at set pieces. There's Kibu. He knows well here. It's always just a little bit too high, and in truth it probably was better suited for Hamza, who was just behind him. Ahua. Kibu again, taking on Madahi. Ateba in the middle, on the penalty spot, and they go deep. And here is Ateba. Well, there's a chance here for Simba. And once again, they cannot take it. Well, Mpanzu, with his second effort, blazed over the crossbar in as many minutes. Constantine on this occasion couldn't clear their lines. And it fell very, very nicely for him. And he could not control the volley. Eli Mpanzu started the last 3 Confederation Cup games for his first appearances of the season. He did only join in October from the Vita club, of course. It took a while to bed down Mpanzu. But he'll be hoping for a third opportunity to show what he can do. Well, Kibu surely fouled there. And Simba, well, they take the free kick quick on this occasion. Ateba into Ngoma. And that just about sums up most of the shooting that we've seen from Simba so far. They have definitely managed to work a fair few opportunities. And with that, a more economic finishing, they really should be ahead. Chance after chance for the Tanzanians. They've only actually had 5 players score for them this season. Kibu, Ateba, Ahua, Hussein, and really, I said earlier, that was an attempted cross that went in. And Edwin Balua. So 4 real scorers, and you need to have spread them around in the team, ideally. Might explain why Sim have just the 6 goals from their 5 games so far. Bellow, despite the fact that he's managed to get up to his feet, being told he needs to get off the pitch. He's missed a minute. And a regular, both in the Confederation Cup side for Constantine and the league as well. Deeb can't make any ground. And Mpanzu, a lot livelier in this second period than he was in the first. Just need somebody to take one of the chances that they are creating. Kagoma. All of them so far fall in the way of Ateba, the team's main striker. Here's Ahua, who's had a ton of efforts on the Constantine goal. Mpanzu opening it up to Ngoma. Ngoma, back to Ngoma. Ateba in the middle. The height of the 2 central defenders for Constantine, a real problem in terms of getting decent ball to Ateba. Nice layoff from Mpanzu. Oh, what a strike that is from Dennis Kibu. Well, they missed chance after chance after chance, and it's fallen to their main man, and he from the 26-year-old, lovely layoff into him, and he did not hesitate whatsoever. His 4th of the season in the Confederation Cup. Kibu And surely his best of the bunch as well. Look at this. He goes into Mpanzu, who just lays it off very sweetly. And look at that for a strike. Head down, over the ball, over his knee, thump. And finally, Buhalfaya is beaten. And finally, we have the goal that this game needs. And it was a beauty from Dennis Kibu. And smiles at last on the face of Musa Kamara. And fine from Dennis Kibu. And now, what will we see from Constantine? If they want to go through, top of the pile, they need to score. And will obviously mean they will leave spaces at the back that Simba can exploit. Looking a little bit lost as well, as he eyes up the referee as to understand why. Challenge him behind on Mpanzu. We've seen far worse, nonetheless. Not warranted. Going into the referee's notebook, 3 players now from Constantine who have been booked. Just Kibu for Simba. Hamza looking long for Kibu. Wins the header above Medahi. So, as it stands, Simba top of Group A with 13 points. Constantine second on 12. Nice footwork from Mpanzu. Strike a goal as well from him. Well, I don't know what Fadlu David said to him at half-time. Eli Mpanzu, the 23-year-old. But he's been far more involved in this second half. He's already had 3 shots on goal. Look at that. As another strike comes in. It's time from Ahua. They're racking them up. That's the 15th shot on target. Well, not on target, on goal. I think Ahua must have had half of them. But they'll be breathing a as Davids, the Simba coach, just tells his players to calm down. He will be delighted to go through top of the pile here. And Nuruddin Madoui. Well, he's already made one change. He's going to bring on the man who scored last week as well. At home to Sfanxian. Muda Tamina, a really nice strike from the edge of the area for the 23-year-old striker. And they need a presence up top because Bel Hassini is not providing it. Omayele was marginally more of a presence in the first period. Ben Shaira trying to feed deep, but that's well played by Kabombi. And they give it away. Deep will bring it forward from Constantine. Belawal. Reminded that Constantine have scored in every game they play, but they've got defending to do now. Well, he should have played it in surely first time in Panzu because Ateba was free. He didn't. Bausch angry. The assistant referee, this will be the change. Can they spark the Algerians into life, because they've been pretty flat. I know it was surely a game plan just to hold on to the point, but they now need to come out of their shell. Free kick Constantine's way. Medahi taking the armband with both Deeb and Vice Captain Ben Shaira having vacated the field. Kipombi with the club since 2017 now. Lots of experience in the Champions League with Simba. Like this man, Hussein Ahua. And Ngoma just dropping back in to fill in defence as Malone pushed it a little higher. Nice turn from Ahua. Played in and out to Hussein. Hussein will keep this in. Ahua again. And Panzu. Another heavy touch from him. Hussein, not such a heavy touch. Killed it dead. But triangles from the Tanzanians. Ateba. Well, they've got numbers forward here, and good numbers forward. Into the middle it goes, really important touch that to take it away. Mpanzu trying to tee up Ahua. It comes to Kibu, still Kibu! Ah, standing save from Buha Fire. And Kibu beats the ground in frustration. He did well to work the opening. He was close in on goal and he knew exactly what he wanted to do. Look, he managed to turn Bausch and he got the strike away. And a little bit of good positioning and really smartly stuck out leg as well from Buha Fire. Didn't know too much about it, but put his body in the way. And that's why, because you can get a vital touch and it really did kick up high and over the net. Kibu looking for his second, which would surely take the game out of sight for Constantine. Hussein. Ahua. It's going to be a Constantine throw. Medahi forward, looking for Belhasini. Belhasini still going with it. Bausch couldn't pick it up in the flow that he wanted to. Another who knows what it is to be part of a Confederation Cup winning team, having been with USM Alger, the Algerians, when they triumphed in 2023. Played some games earlier in the competition, not in the knockout phase though, Bausch. Nicely forward, a Constantine player. But excellent awareness from the Tanzanian. So another set-piece opportunity for Jean-Charles Ahua. Simba will hope to get in and on the end of this. Into the middle it goes again. Headed away by the first man, Belhasini. Taken off his toes. Ahua again. Well, it'll be a Simba throw despite the claims of Belhasini and others. Kibu. And another Simba throw. Ngoma. Into Ahua. Switch of play into Mpanzu. Malone. Ngoma just gets his pass away to Mpanzu. Bit of space for Ngoma. Forward to Mpanzu, looking to play it inside the fullback again. Here they go. There's a man in the middle. This is surely a chance to make it 2-2. How did he miss that? Kibu looking for his second, and to wrap it up for Simba. Just bobbles and bounces it over the net, and that was another very, very presentable opportunity for Simba. It was bobbling, and he hit it into the ground and failed to hit the target. Unmarked, 8 yards out. The chances don't come much better than that. And we will break for the second cooling break as well. And what a time that would have been for Simba to get their second. And he's going to be saying, let's do more of the same, but let's take the chances that come our way. Fadlu Davids. And he's still shaking his head. Dennis Kibu. I'm sure he'll be smiling if it ends in Simba's favour. Especially after his stunning goal to break the deadlock, the goal that separates the sides, of course. Or can Hayreddin Madoui galvanise his side into something more? The former Algeria international. He needs to get more of a tune out of them. Beaten just once in Group A by Bravos Domaki. 7 goals in their last 2 games coming into this match. So they have really troubled the Simba goal. And by my reckoning, they have yet to have a shot even on or off target, Constantine. So if they do get something out of this game, and Simba do not make the most of the 15, 16, 17 chances that have come their way, they will only have themselves to blame. And the clock is ticking. We've yet to see any resumption in actual on-time playing action. Ngoma with the header. We'll go back to Bouhal Faya. Called up by Algeria coach Fadlu. Experienced figure of Madahi, over 200 appearances in the Algerian league, will just play this forward, but loses the ball. Mpanzu putting himself about again. Can't hold on to it, and Constantine will launch this forward again. And the chase is on for Tamid. He's barely seen much of the ball since he's come on. And that's down the line. And Mpanzu inside him. Just so much space for these Simba players to play into. Into the middle it goes, and Ateba must score, does score. And surely that will seal the victory for Simba. And is that enough to ensure that they go through as the Group A winners at the expense of the Algerians, Constantine, the team that they are beating? Well, finally, a chance came the way of Simba's main striker, Lionel Ateba. Played into him early. Medahi got a block in on the first effort from Ateba, but it came very, very nicely to the Cameroonian. And he wasn't going to miss from there. And Tanzania are very much on course to finish top of the pile in Group A, and the celebrations and the smiles can come out. And that was little more than Simba deserve for all their relentless one-way traffic forward. There will certainly be things to work on for the coach in terms of finishing, but he'll be mightily relieved that they finally have a 2-goal cushion. Ateba's third of the campaign, his second of the group stage. And it's very, very hard to see a way back for Constantine from here. Well, this will be, if it stays like this, the Algerians' heaviest defeat of the group phase. Only lost by 1 when going down to Bravostomaki. Can they give themselves something to gathers the delivery from Taha. And we'll just set Simba forward on their way again. There we go. That's really changed in that graphic from the last time we saw it. It's just the goal difference getting better for Simba, even though that's fairly academic in truth. Given teams get separated on the head-to-head record, as in how they fared against one another, rather than on goal difference. It does come down to goal difference should they end level, but that's an impossibility on this occasion. They've had so much of the ball. It'll be very interesting to see the possession statistics for Simba at the end of the game, because at times it's been like a training exercise. They've had so much of it. Just a very, very flat display from the Algerians. And with their league on a break, it's a little hard to work out why. I wonder if the conditions and the heat and the humidity has taken its toll on the North Africans. And it's not been at its warmest in recent times. Camera. Well, Ahoua, having missed with all his half dozen or so chances, must be absolutely delighted his team up. 2 goals to the good. Panzu. Kapombi pushed high from fullback again, and Panzo an option inside him, and dispossessed, and one back as well. Really good play from the Simba man. Switcher play, just a bit. Kibu, nice side. Roland Goma will be coming off, so to Ahoua. Amongst us coming on, Edwin Balua, the winger. Valentin Numa, a left back. And Deborah Fernandez, the central midfielder. He will just slot in where Ngoma was playing. Fernandez. Balawa, we've not seen him since match day 2. He'll be absolutely delighted to get on the left winger. Scored in round 2 against Al Ali Benghazi. And Ladaki Chisambi also making it on. And also Valentin Numa, his 3rd group stage appearance for Chisambi, a 20-year-old winger as well. And where's this yellow card going? Well, it's to Kagoma. No bookings for him. The loose challenge and fairly reckless from Kagoma and Madahi. Five minutes to go. And if Constantine are going to get anything out of this game, they surely need to score now. Headed away by Mpanzu, excuse me, and put it back into the middle. Kibu, I was going to say Kibu, excuse me. Numa, putting his head in. Burkinabe, he's 24 years of age, Valentin Numa. Madahi, nice little turn that from Faha, into the middle it goes. Headed away. And then it comes back in. Cameron will just take his time. Chose to keep it in play. Could have let it go out and just run down the clock. And he's doing a little bit of that. Get the feeling that Constantine could play all day without troubling the Simba goal. Numa. Over the top, that's light, lovely. Into Mpanzu. He's working really hard to make the space, Mpanzu. He doesn't get his shot away. Well, he had a chance to do so. Didn't take it. And another Simba opportunity to find the back of the net goes begging. So much time on the ball for the men in red. Numa. Off he goes. Solid crunching tackle coming in from Madani. And then straight down the middle and over hit and over Belfastini as well. You have to go back to the 27th minute of this game for when Constantine last put together a proper attack. That was when Benchar superbly played in deep. He was just about to pull the trigger when dispossessed by Kapombe. And that is the closest the visitors have got to troubling the Simba goal. While we wait for more referees. Referee just making sure Madahi is okay. But more changes coming for the Tanzanians. And Ateba departing the field. He'll be delighted to have got amongst the goals and gets the congratulations. Dennis Kibu, Zamiru, Saidi Yassini coming on. He's not going to score too many easier than that, in truth. Ateba, got to get yourself in the right place, of course. And he departs the field with smiles and 3 Confederation Cup goals for the season. Kagoma also leaving the pitch as Lua belatedly comes on. Plenty of changes for the home side. as we enter the 90th minute. And all eyes will be on how much additional time there will be. A free kick on the edge of the area. Will this, as I said, be the moment when Camera finally forced to make a save in the Simba goal? It really is now or never for Constantine. They are far from knocking on the door. This would be pretty much out of nowhere, but let's see how they get on. Daddy El Hossein Mwaki standing over it. 2 goals in the group stages, home and away against Bravo Stomaki. Strike at goal and strike on target, and finally, in stoppage time, Constantine do have an effort on goal. It's taken until the 91st minute for it to happen. Straight at Camera, who didn't deal with it too well, let's be truthful. Conceded in the corner, but that's been headed away. Touch back from Chasambi. And then they go long, looking out wide. And that's nicely through the middle, but overhit Kibu. Baloa looking to play in. The man who broke the deadlock in stunning style, Dennis Kibu. And it always seems to find its way to a player in red. And Numo wins the header and then goes to chase on his own knock-on as well. Ducky down the line. Fernandez. Good strength to win that. Minutes. Well, the move breaks down. And as ever, Simba spoiled for options when coming forward with men offered in space. Baloa can't. Either way, that's not the most impressive attempt at beat an offside trap. It'll be a grim flight back to Algeria for Constantine, because there's very, very little for them to take away as a positive from this game. We can just say it's one that got away from them, and possibly that weather conditions just too much for the Algerians to handle on the day, because they have not been their normal selves. The 4 minutes of additional time are up, and Simba, they're on the verge of landing the victory they were so desperate to achieve before the game. And that's it. The whistle blows and Simba have beaten Constantine to go top of Group A above the Algerians and ensure that they finish top of the pile in the group and will be amongst the top seeds when the draw is made for the quarter-finals, which will get underway in March. Dennis Kibu broke the deadlock after Simba had missed chances aplenty, and he did so in stunning style. A rocket that flew into the top right-hand corner. And Constantine